Hey guys, so today we're going to be having a look at the Anycubic Photon. I got it sent to me on Friday. Uh, Recently I've been using the GTEC A20M and I also have the CTC Crystal i3 Pro B. So haven't really touched on a resin printer yet. So we'll just see how easy these things actually are. So let's see what we get in the box. Comes pretty well wrapped up by the looks of it. Out of the box. Alright. Comes pretty well covered and wrapped up and nicely protected. Okay, so we've got a little upper chamber, and in that we have the instruction booklet, an after-sales service card, quality control card, power cable, cleaning tool, a USB, the power box. Now we've got a little kit. So in this little kit, we have plastic spatula, Allen key, a flathead screwdriver, some screws and grub screws. I'm guessing that's the handle for the door. A face mask, gloves, and another Allen key. So they do provide you with a little bit of safety. Obviously going to be working with resin, so it does have quite a smell to it. I have worked in kitchens before, so I use a lot of resin on the timber to make sure that it doesn't rot or deteriorate. So I am aware of the smell, and it is pretty handy that they provide at least a mask and some gloves. Again, as you've probably seen in 101 videos before, it is important to make sure you use nitrile gloves though. The last thing you want is the resin to actually cause an issue with the plastic and melt it to your hands. And obviously being an item that you can just buy from anywhere, it is pretty handy that they actually supply at least one lot of safety equipment with the printer. So we'll take the top off now. So nothing left in there. Alright, so here we go. Obviously all the plastic comes nicely covered, so we might as well fill that off now. And pop this out if we can get it out. It does have handles, but they're covered, so you can't actually lift it out like that, so give it a bit of a hug. And that's everything we've got. Alright, so we've got some yellow windows, cooling at the back here, and then underneath here we also have a fan, and that enables obviously some airflow to come through, and these are actually adjustable by the looks of it. So pull that up here. Yep, they're actually adjustable so that we can get some nice adjustment and make sure that the device itself is level. That's pretty good. Alright, so I was right, that is the handle. So obviously the handle's not attached, so we'll have to attach that a bit later. Let's have a look at what we've got here. And of course some more foam. So we're going to take this one off because there's something else that I wanted to have a look at. So this one's not quite as easy as Okay, so the other thing is that these yellow windows. So I do prefer the, I'll say straight away, I do prefer the orange ones. It just seems to offer a bit better protection and everything like that, because obviously you're working with lights. You don't want anything to happen to your eyes or anything like that. So you should always be careful when you're looking at it as well. So here we have plate. So the thing I do like is obviously it's nice and easy. So show you inside. So that will actually go onto the machine itself, and that's actually what it looks like. Screw it. So that makes it nice and easy to obviously pull out. Your print will stick to here, and then you can obviously go and take it off wherever you need. So this one's a bit. Okay, so they definitely like their foam. Everything is very well secured and protected, which is obviously a good thing. Okay, so in here, we've got a little bag in here as well. Not quite sure what's going on here. Another clear little film. So they obviously protect all the perspex, and there's obviously one more to take over this side. So I will take that off while we're here. And then we have the interior. So what have we got here? So here we have filters. Yeah, so we've got filters. According to instructions, we do have everything we need. Now, so here is your actual where your resin will sit. So we're actually going to take that out. You've got to be careful not to scratch obviously the glass underneath it. And then there's the, so clean that up. So that's the actual bed that the resin will sit in. So you'll pour the resin in there, and then this plate will sit in here, and the light which is under here will flash, and this will obviously pull out. Again, unlike a FDM 3D printer where you can see what you're printing, you won't know whether you've got a mistake until it's out. So that is a bit of a downside, but obviously when we're doing the print test, we'll go through that. Everything else is pretty simple, so I'll just bring this up manually. Nice and easy. It does feel quite very well oiled. And then obviously this would just slide straight on. Undo the top, as you can see. So then from here it's just a matter of making sure that it's level. So I will put this back on and sort of just do a bit of a test to start with, just to sort of see where everything else is. And then what you want to do is actually lower it down, have a bit of paper between the glass and the plate, and then make sure that it's all square and everything is nice and flat. Pretty similar to the same way you level the FDM printer. So that's it. Like, there's no building, anything like that. It's a very simple thing to unbox and put together. So what we'll do is I'll put the tray back in, we'll plug it in, and we shall see exactly how easy it is to print and whether you can just grab one of these and get off skelter and print right away, unlike an FDM printer where you need to obviously do a lot more calibration. Stay tuned. Okay guys, so here we go. We are now going to actually follow the instructions and test to see how actually easy it is to put together and get ready to run. So according to this, it does say to install the door handle first. It's probably a handy thing to have. It doesn't actually say what screws or anything we should use. So, in saying that, I would be going with one of these, and then we'll try to put it in here. We actually have any. I know washing in here, which is probably another thing that I probably not be real happy about. It would be good if they came with a washer. I would expect there to be a washer on one side, but there isn't, so okay. There you go. Got the wrong one. Grab the right one. Don't nick up too tight. It's going to plastic. There's actually a magnet just here that actually grabs it. It's actually quite strong, which is a good thing. Okay, so now the next thing that it says is plug in the power and turn on the power switch. Okay, so get the power. And here we hope that my power doesn't go out, because I do have 3D printer going, a few computers going, a whole heap of other stuff. So we do live in an old house, so see how we go here. Try and avoid all of my 3D prints. See how many we can knock down while we're testing this. Alright, so I'm just going to close this right. So the power at the back is actually here. I'm a bit surprised that it's an actual full solid metal fitting. It's a good thing. So we'll plug that in. And it goes. Okay, so that's now plugged in. And then the power button, on off, is on this side. And obviously you have your USB and your handy dandy carry handles. So we'll turn it on, rotate it around. Okay, so we're going to bring the camera a little bit closer for this one so that we can actually see what I'm pressing on the screen. Okay. Okay, so we actually have here, we have print, system, and tools. It actually says to hit tools, move Z, and home. Okay, so it does its whole up-down thing, and just like on an FDM printer, it does have a sensor which detects where it approximately should be. Now it says loosen the screw on the platform, put a sheet of paper. What it doesn't tell you is to actually put this on first. So we are going to put it on now. Let's see how far it goes on. That's a bit interesting. Doesn't actually seem to want to go all the way on. Okay, so what we might do is we'll put a sheet of paper. So there's our custom cut sheet of paper. Just making sure you guys can actually see all this. So yeah, so we put our custom cut sheet of paper. Put a sheet of paper, printing paper on the 2K LCD screen, then slide on the platform onto the platform bracket. Lastly, tighten the red platform screen on top. So we'll chuck this on, just like so. And that's as far as it goes. Okay. Now, there's movement on my left side, but none on my right side. Okay. Lastly, tighten the red platform. Yep, so we've done that. Okay. Now, step 5. After the platform is secured, if it is far from the 2K LCD screen, then click lower Z axis by 0.1 or 1mm on the screen until you feel the resistance when pulling. These single clicks, do not press continuously to avoid the risk of impact with the LCD. Now gently press on the top of the platform and let the platform fit evenly onto the 2K LCD. And then use Allen wrench to fix the platform screw as tight as possible. Okay, so I'm guessing that this grub screw is meant to go all the way down into there. And this part, they also don't tell you. This is 100% guess. Honestly, I don't know. Because I have nothing, because I can actually see all the way down in there. And there is no grub screw in there or anything. So we are going to try and get one in there. So, old trick of getting it square, then going backwards, half a turn, and then in. Obviously helps it to grab the thread, and then that way you don't actually cross thread anything. So I'm just going to keep going all the way down. Okay, so that enables that. So now, if I do that, we have nothing on that side still. So we're still very far off on the sort of square business, aren't we? See how it's still grabbing on this corner, on this side, and even if I push down on that and try to pull up on that side, it actually doesn't want to square up. Maybe we'll tighten that right up. So that's not good because there's a massive gap on that side, but absolutely nothing on one of the sides. And that's not even all the way down. So it doesn't really go into an explanation onto how this part actually squares up. So it is legitimately just that part. Oops, cancel out of that. So it is a bit of an annoyance because I can push down on either side like that. So that is now dead set flat on the bed. But I still, oh, there we go. Okay. So now we're looking like we're going places. So that looks good to me. So what does it say then? We need to tighten this up. So we're going to tighten that. Click on the touchscreen and let the Z axis up and down until feel the resistance when pulling the paper at a particular. Okay, so we don't need to worry about that now. So set the current Z height as the position where the first layer will be started. Okay, so we'll go all the way back out. So it is Tools, Detection, Next, on the screen. Okay, so I'm not click tools. Right, let's go back here. Let's say click tools. Z0, sorry, there it is. And then we're going to go confirm. Okay, so that's confirmed. So now we're going to rise it. So we're going to move the Z. We're going to go up 10 mil. Nice and easy. Keep going up. Try to get it to go as high as we can. Keep going up a bit more. Because obviously we need to get this bad boy in. It says it has limit screws. So way at the back here, so it might go in this way. So in this here, there is a little notch out of it, and that'll obviously be for pouring out the excess stuff. Obviously we don't want my fingerprints all over it, so we're just going to give that a bit of a wipe. Make sure my fingerprints aren't going to cause any issues, because I don't know if it will or it won't. Slide that in there. So it does have two screws that are at the back here, and when you push it right in, it does hit those. And then obviously we mount that down. And then it says finally time the adjustment, and then that's it. That is effectively now ready to print with. So let's have a go at 3D printing. Okay, so just went and grabbed my resin. Come down, pretty cool little bag. Keep it nice and safe. A little bag. Just tear open. Okay, so have the Anycubic aqua glue. We're going to give this a shot. Does it say anything? Attention. Shake well before use. Wear gloves and mask before use. Avoid direct skin contact. Wash with plenty of fresh water if there is any accident occurring. Do not take orally. Keep away from children. There you go. There's a tip for you. Do not drink this. Because I'm pretty sure everyone was thinking about it. Doesn't say whether we should filter it or not. Interesting one. So there's a filter. But you know what? We're going to go without it. So because I don't want to actually be moving the vat a lot when I have this in it, I am actually going to raise the plate as much as possible. I'm going to take this bag. We are going to take this off. Whether I'm sure meant to or not. So the lid on. We're going to get rid of that. Alright. What do we got here? Let's put our gloves on. Oh wow. Actually get quite a few gloves. I was only expecting one. Apparently get one. Pair. Two. Yes, 3 pairs of gloves. Nice. Anyone been visited the doctor lately? Never a sound you want to hear. Alright, what else we got? Remember, I'm not the safest person normally, so I normally wear gloves. Worked on my car, and as I said, done a lot of kitchen work and stuff like that. But going to play safe, and I'm guessing they're a reasonably large glove because I don't have small hands and they're loose on me, but they're free, so hey, we're not going to complain. I'm not going to wear the mask though. I really should, but we're not going to. We're pretty well ventilated here. So let's see how we go. I'm just going to go a bit higher. We're going to take it to its max and see if the cub stops. That's all I have to say. Alright. So it says that we need to fill it up until it's, what is it, 1/3? Or is it, what do we got here? 1/3 of the volume. There is actually a line, I wish I'd noticed this before, but there is actually a little line. So that makes it a bit easier. So there's an actual flat part on the vat about here, and that will be about your 1/3. Alright, so according to this, all we have to do is plug in a USB. Let's see how we go. I'm going to close the lid. Da-da-da. We're going to hit the turn button. So I'm just going to hit print. I'm not going to home it. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to hit print. So Photon C, Anycubic Photon. I think that's what it says to print. So it says here, the test file, photon.photon. So we have Photo 12C, Anycubic IC. That's a file. How do we click on a file? Oh, here we go. All right. So we've got photon.photon. So it's within a file. All right. So we're going to click on that. And then we are going to press play. And here we go. So that's it. So as long as I leveled the bed right, I'm pretty sure I did, this should now print with ease. So it is a lot easier than obviously an FDM printer. I'm going to reserve any quality or anything until I actually see it. Obviously we've all seen them around and we have seen that they do print ridiculously well, especially with clears and stuff like that. Now, I've had some really good quality with FDM printers. You do really have to make sure they're dialed in. This here is easy. I can smell it. It's probably not as strong as what people make out. I do have a very sensitive nose as well. But all in all, I don't think it's as bad as what a lot of people are saying. And yeah, so yeah, we're running around looking for his charger. Anyway, so yeah, now as I said, we can't actually see anything within the printer because it is within the vat. So I'll try and get you guys to have a look within there. So as you can see, there it is there. It's going up and down, but we can't actually see anything. Now, I would prefer to be able to see it, but obviously in this situation, because it is in a vat, you're not going to be able to, but it does mean that up until it starts poking out, we're not going to know whether it's failed or not. So we will pick this video back up once we actually see what we have or haven't printed.